had my mic all fucked up. Yeah, after we got off yesterday, we switched it to All-Star, and we both won. And then yeah, I thought it just gets a little too easy on All-Star, so I tried to get back on before you got on, and I tried to make our own sliders, just try to like in between Superstar and All-Star, and I played like the first quarter and it was the same bullshit, so I just switched it back to All-Star. So that first game you might have been stuck in there. Because if you go to settings, you can see the difference in sliders between All-Star and like it shows you everything, so I just try to make a mixture. But it's still hard as fuck. Like, it's impossible to score. F's just saw him up. Which one? Who do you want, bro? Pick one. If I shoot my shot, matter of time till I get them all ticked off. It's just not fun. I'm just getting we could go ban for ban. We can go M for M. $250,000 for the Maybach truck. Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90 the years, the version, the bribes, I'm really the threat. It's got to the point wait, don't start yet. In a safe that I don't even wear. Bro, do it for some shoes and some clothes, you'll see what it'll do for a necklace. Yeah, because the only thing that's different on sliders that I want to, that we need to change is if we go to the bottom here, because the speed rating, if you leave, I can just reset that game, but the speed rating is maxed at 75, and the acceleration is maxed at 75, so any of your players that you have that are like 89 or 90 speed, they're at 75. So I was putting, because it comes base at 75, it makes no sense. So I was raising ours to 90 and putting the computers at like 89. So our fast player is actually faster, and now you can actually blow past people. So that's why when you go to like run past somebody, it's just slow. And they get like, it's like they get governed because they are. The game just slows them down. So I like the, yeah, wait, I'm about to change it right now. Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90 the years, the version, the bribes, I'm really the threat. It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going. Get rich. Mad money popping out the register. It's going up hot summer in this metaverse. Yeah, their defense rebound is on 50 and 50, and ours is on. Ours at 50 and 58. So that shit's all just the same. So I don't really want to fuck with. It puts our shot success at 55 and the computer's at 50. Where like if it was on Superstar, it had the computers at 53. And I guess that means a lot at that 3 points. So whatever. So we'll just change the speed, and I think the speed is going to help a lot because now like your fast players are just faster. Which is also the case for your computer, but so what? It's easier to. Like I would notice multiple times I do a crossover with Maxi and I get a step and I'm actually able to get another step, you know what I mean, to get in front of him and go dunk the ball instead of him just staying next to me. Right? Yeah, we had to do the same shit, Madden, fucking adjust the sliders because these games suck and you gotta fix them yourself, it's just whatever. I'm about to play the Celtics, they got Joker. Joker. Falcons. The Bulls. Yeah, see, I'm not even getting crushed on that. I don't know if I'm just playing better defense.
Yeah, but that is what it is. They like added that this year. Yeah, they once you're like in the animation, now it's like that used to be an instant mix. Now it's like an instant make. That's like the make animation, which is bullshit, but it is what it is. I've seen it helps, like, it's a lot better whenever you're in that if you just switch players and try to get a block with the off player. I've been playing a lot of off-ball defense on the computer too. I don't even give a fuck. I'm just trying to win. You can just do it however possible. Floppy pick and rolls and really, damn, his jumper is like, I like it too. You gotta figure that out, dude. Not Joker. Yeah, you just gotta do more with SGA then. He's the best player in the game. Which I think you'll notice a difference here with it. Because I noticed a difference for sure with the speed changing. The shot and that shit messing with that, like, I don't know. I feel like I seen a difference, but the computer was still really good. I just kind of like how the defense is smarter on Superstar. Like, you could literally just run the pick and roll and stand there with the point guard, call for the pick, and then just like barely move. And then, you know what I mean? You just wait for that guy to lean into the pick. And every time on All-Star, they'll like go underneath. And I just shoot a three. Where like on Superstar, they were kind of like adjusting, I feel like. But also only played like one game. Yeah, dude, like, it's everything. You run a pick and roll, they're just on it. Which I'm on the same page. I'm not trying, like, I was trying hard as shit. I was losing. I'm not trying to do that. I was cool to do that in Madden. I'm not trying to come on here and fucking try hard as fuck and lose right now. Like, trying to just fuck around. I feel like you should also go into the practice and just learn. Cause that's what Mike did. He went in there yesterday and got carry shot down a little bit. Once you know the player's shots, like once you're open, and you just hit that shit. But I went in there with Paul George for a little bit, learned his. I know KD's. I just got to get Maxi's, and then I know Klay Thompson too, so I was never recording them. Paul George is just kind of like similar to Bradley Beal's. They got a very similar jumper. I don't like the bar, like the shooting bar. It's kind of whack. It's super small. So I also changed my camera too. I don't know if you did any of that.
Boston, Massachusetts, the Death. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Perry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Durant is out there with George.
Yeah, I changed my camera to 1 and 10.
And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Edie in at the center, walking down the middle.
I don't know if you get one, I'm talking about, but it just made it a little higher and brought it out a little more. I like it a lot better.
And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Jokic.
I hate when like you're on like in the corner or something and the bar is just hidden because it's like off the screen, you know?
And Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet.
All right, who they got here? CJ McCollum, Jimmy Butler, Joker, Grady Dick, and DeMar DeRozan. Not a terrible
very
team.
much works in progress.
Here's Dick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. Atlanta with the rebound. Now Maxey. In the corner, George with it. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point
player got fouled on a three-point.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that
so
play
for
happen.
foul shots and shooting, I use square. But for dunking,
George.
I use
It is incredible that
right
George
stick.
is playing Brent at such a high level after his injury history is taken into account.
because it was saying
No
when
doubt.
you're
I mean,
driving
one of
to
the
the
more,
lane, you want to
horrific injuries in terms of the
hold
way it
R2
presented itself
and then
and what we
the
saw
left
Paul
stick and
George
right
go
stick
through.
up.
But
I've been doing
this
that.
guy
and
has
it's been
not
working.
missed a beat. He continues to be really the most
Especially for
stable
Zion,
part
that's
of
how you,
any
like, activate the
organization
bully badge and
that
all
he's
that.
joined, and he's been in a few places. That has not affected the way that he's approached the game on both ends of the floor, and is certainly still one of the top 15 players in the game.
DeRozan. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. They get it again. Gets a very good look and converts.
Totally reactionary, not even thinking about it. Klay Thompson playing with some confidence.
Cullen passes to Jokic.
I literally just had a green light with Klay Thompson.
That'll wake you
Dude,
up.
you gotta take a second in the practice and just go shoot with no one on you. Everyone's jumper's different. It's edge, but that's the byproduct of them adding, like, that's like a huge part of the game, is the spark and all that.
For Paul George, he
So
just
when you
chuckled.
play modes like
He
this,
said
you gotta
he's
deal
one of
with
the
it.
hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball.
I think Mike got the hardest with fucking Steph Curry because this shit's so fast that once you're like used to his being super quick, everyone else's is
And
just
joining
super,
us now by
like slow.
phone
and
is
shit.
insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career.
Yeah, dude.
He'd
You gotta
been
go
in
into
the
practice
standoff
and
with
just
the
shoot
Heat
like
as they
fucking 30
hesitated to
jumpers and
extend
you'll
him at the number he desired. He knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
But that's what we had to do. We would change it in the park. You went in the pregame and fuck it. Like, had to fuck with it.
KD.
You got to see it with no one on you before you can think about shooting with anyone near you.
Good, and Butler gets the assist.
CJ has always had that uncanny ability to just land on his feet, kind of like a cat. He absorbs that contact and completes the play.
Oh my God.
Another turnover by Atlanta.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Zach Edey's fucking cute.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5
Love that
minutes here in the
player like
first.
that. I think he's just going to play for that. Just play good,
Pass to Dick.
strong ball.
Now Jokic. Over Edey. Jokic, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's
And yeah, every jumper they
frustrating
take, I
miss
contest
for a
with the
really
right
steady
stick, and they
jump shooter.
really don't make like
Maxey
a
cuts to George.
lot of contested at all.
KD sets the pick for George. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 5.
Like layups,
Well,
when
keep
they
it audition.
are,
Those are the decisions Paul
Layups
George
they
is
get a lot,
trying to
but, like,
make.
jumpers?
He makes the right one there.
I don't really jump in any of them. I
Here's
just get there and
Butler. It's
fucking.
tipped.
Yeah.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court.
Is that your center?
His three-pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 4.
Really?
On its way from DeRozan for 2. Boston again missing. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Durant off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
It's Dick on the wing.
Might have a.
George against
call for
DeRozan.
Drummond?
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Celtics won 18
Drain
games.
the three ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
Durant with a screen on McCollum. Pass to Edey. Durant deciding where to go with it. It's George on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over DeRozan. The shot by George, no good. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Butler passes to McCollum. From past the arc. It's hauled in by George.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Maxey. No good on that one. Celtics trail by 3. Knocks it loose.
Good D.
One-on-one here. Durant finds George. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Outside for Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And Paul George. Good for the 3. George has got 8 points.
And this
Nah, it's 52 or 82. We can always sim whenever,
way to
but
stretch the floor.
the last time we did a shorter season,
and he nails it.
the users didn't play each other because they gotta, you don't know which game they're eliminating.
The kick outside to Butler.
We're in the same division.
Stolen by Thompson.
So probably would have been all right. But.
Driving the lane. KD on the wing. Defended by Butler. There's the triple. KD can't get it to go.
Yeah, Paul George is my best player.
Coverage to bother.
I can't really do what I can do.
To McCollum. Goes up with the stripe. Good on the jump shot. McCollum's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And you give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The 3-pointer's right on target.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't.
Coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort.
Pick and rolls every time. All I do is fucking hit L1. I'm sitting here jamming L1.
And we'll get things started.
Especially banging, being able to pick somebody and have them run a play. The receive screen is fucking awesome. They get a little back screen and pop out for 3. Been doing that a lot with PG.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Like if you have a shooter on the floor, run a
was that they needed to do
hit L1 and hit their
from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And click receive screen. Pretty good. I like it.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jalen Smith. Then there's Christie. Then there's Jimmy Butler.
Huh?
And it's Pippen in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
I didn't even see you doing that.
Now, here's Maxey. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Clock at 6. Driving to the basket.
And keeping that head on a swivel. Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dot.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball.
Yeah,
they are a
model
offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's George. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Fires for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. George has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Pippen to the right side. Pass to Vanderbilt. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Durant gets double teamed. And Thompson kicks to George. Maxey passes to George.
I'm uptown.
KD sets the pick for George. And again,
yeah, they can't stop a little.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Timeout. And Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they need defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. The 8th inks. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Vanderbilt. And McCollum subbed in for Pippen. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 7 points.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
Oh, my God.
And the
oh, my God.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Their pass to Christie. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. DeRozan against George. Pass to Rozier. And here we go. It's Butler over Durant. And it's Butler missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
George against DeRozan. On the wing, Thompson. Over in the corner, Rozier. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Drummond missing.
All that.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's Christie. Back to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the 2nd quarter. They're hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
With the flush, DeMar getting up.
Now here's Durant.
You got to go into the practice.
Thompson in the corner. Shot on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got his 2nd bucket tonight. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Boston has all male cheerleaders. What am I looking at? This is crazy.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jokic comes in for Jalen Smith. And Vanderbilt subbed in for Butler. And then for Atlanta, Al Horford is checked in for Durant. Max Strus comes in for George.
C.J. McCollum just walking down and pulling up.
For Klay Thompson.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the 1st quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the 2nd quarter, and he looks much better.
Now, here's Rozier. Still without a basket. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta with the ball. 7-point differential. DiVincenzo kicks to Strus. 5 to shoot. Back to DiVincenzo. Over Christie. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And he can intimidate. He comes from the elbows, he attacks the offensive glass, and he gives you 2nd possessions.
To the wing right side. McCollum with the screen for Vanderbilt. Back to McCollum. Pass to Jokic. Crafty move. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 9. 44 seconds left now here in the second. Drummond with a screen on DeRozan. The three from Strus.
Hey, if you call for a pick and just dance around, do they go behind?
He's going to punish you
just get a
if
bucket.
you
I
leave
try
him
to do it every
open.
time,
He's more
but
than
like,
willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Dude. But you got to.
Rozier against McCollum. Over Rozier. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 8 points in the quarter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Just 1 second between the shot clock
and game
clock.
Every time, but they go under the screen a lot. Yeah, like again, DiVincenzo wide open green light.
Another three.
Yeah, they step under the screen a lot.
The shooting numbers just keep going up and up for Dante.
McCollum outside and stolen by Drummond. You can't hit that time. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Atlanta. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court.
So I'm in a block pool for March Madness. I have the winning team needs 7 and the loser needs 1. That's their second one. Just for every game, like these games count as well.
Welcome, everybody.
I'm not sure. He had all types of Shuli's running it. He had $100 blocks, $200 blocks, and $300 blocks. So I split a $200 one with Frank, but I'm not sure what the payouts are.
They look surprised they're getting whoopings. High hopes.
Yeah, we need 7 and 1.
You gotta wake up, get it together. Good news. Still time.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Celtics.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter.
Big money pools
I don't
are
know what the remedy is. I got.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Yeah, I got burned easy on a couple of them. Yeah.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Max Strus is out there with Horford. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. And here's McCollum for 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
McCollum is
we know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories.
Dude, they go under the screen every
time. Missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
McCollum outside. Good.
McCollum again.
Gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Now CJ's saying, not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback 3.
Drummond with a screen on McCollum.
You gotta get somebody to jump
2 points. That one goes.
One good shooter.
Lead by 15.
You gotta get them.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And the first one at the line is good.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Was it on the baseline?
Hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Horford with the screen on McCollum to the middle. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Rozier.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number for the field? I think so. 4 or 5 year shooting. Terrific start.
The trade. Rebound by the Hawks.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Again, 3 seconds.
Celtics ball.
And who are you playing?
Celtics trail by 15. Jokic sets the screen for DeRozan. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
The body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Picked by Horford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you watch Terry Rozier. His playmaking, Brent, has really ascended over the years.
And Terry has had a really good career and has been a little bit quiet and muted because of where he has played his career. But his opportunity as a secondary role guy to come in and score the basketball and put pressure on the defense, he's a go-to guy for stretches for any team. Defense just clearing out there as Butler on the drive, playing very physical with the ball.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Atlanta. The lead is 15. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Hawks have a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report.
It's basically pick your poison with Kevin Durant, especially in the screen and roll, an effective passer, and of course, a deadly shooter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 6 to the inside. Durant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
I don't know if you can find a more prolific scorer rolling off the screen than KD.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Pippin's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Butler, no good. Atlanta leading by 17. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Butler with this.
Yeah, what's that? Like,
and here we go. It's Butler.
that's their thing.
14. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Butler's got his third basket of the night right there.
Hard dribble, pull up, bang. Jimmy Butler.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Maxey with it.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. A shot by Thompson, no good. Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And he pokes in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pippen against Maxey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
And stolen by Butler. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Paul George grabs the miss.
Oh, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
Jokic inside, and Thompson sends it back.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
They set the pick, and here's KD for three. Here's Edey, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Jokic.
Jokic wants to clear out. Oh, did he get a ball?
Jokic putting his size to work, hard to stop down low.
He wanted it. He heard me.
KD sets the pick for Maxey. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Christie. Baseline tried. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
There has to be. I feel like it needs to be
Celtics
bigger.
trail by 18. They've got Christie. Jalen Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's DeRozan, and it's McCollum in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Smith left side. Pass to Christie. Shot clock at 6. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Maxey looking it over.
And give credit to Maxey for just being aggressive inside, earning that whistle in the process.
That free throw missing.
All right, let's see the right analyst stick for the free throws here. So we're going down.
And he's good on the second. Here's Christie. Driving inside. Smith the pass to Christie. Out to DeRozan. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Yeah, I like it.
Maxey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's George. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's
like part of that new movement. So now if you get in front of them,
masterful performance from
and they foul through you, it's
looking
charge.
like the All-NBA guy he is.
That's how you play basketball. Beat him to the spot.
And here's McCollum.
Kind of like the day like that. So attempt
with
to
the
that.
rebound. Edey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's a screen. Maxey kicks to KD. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 18. To the paint, here's Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Durant, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The assist.
And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
KD, a screen on Christie. The deep 3 from Thompson.
Oh,
Rebound
wow,
by
that was
Smith.
a kicker.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
McCollum outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Smith on the wing. 4 on the clock.
Damn, Jackie. Go for a double-double.
Atlanta with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Not a glitch and not even doing it.
Rejection by Smith. McCollum outside from the arc. Yes, indeed, it is good.
Yeah, pull the stream up.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
McCollum against Maxey. Count that one. And the Hawks lead by 17.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that.
Yeah, I run a lot of pick and roll, a lot of floppy.
Calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of points from like running the pick and roll and just not even moving on the pick and roll. Just like running at the right spot where like as soon as the guy gets there, he just like goes under the screen so you don't even have to move. Like, you just stand there. Just let the computer fucking bump into each other and then you're wide open. And then at that point you just gotta hit the jumper. Yeah, that's all. You gotta hit the jumper.
And some changes there for the Celtics. Jokic has checked in for Jalen Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Butler comes in for Vanderbilt. And Grady Dick subbed in for Christie. Here's Butler. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Stolen by Durant. To the inside. Another shot. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Free throw drops for Dick. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
McCollum against Maxey.
Hit start, Mike, and go to options. It should say, yeah, it should say custom. So trying to speed up.
Pass to Dick.
It's on off. It's on off. Sorry. We just adjusted the speed threshold to make our fast
really good ball movement on the entire possession.
Because if max speed was on 75, I don't know why anyone would want that.
Durant with a screen
so your
on
fast
McCollum.
players
Maxey
would just be at 75.
He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8
like
on the night.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game now, looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an
making that threshold higher, supposed to adjust that better. Which is definitely worse for Maxey.
Dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Outside DeRozan.
I don't got person with that.
Butler sets a screen for DeRozan. Off target from three-point range. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Brett, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on.
I prefer
to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance of Tyrese Maxey.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
So it's the Hawks now. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Bucket is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barrett.
That sucks. Yeah, but how often are you shooting threes, man? Very rare on like a whack rebound. CJ McCollum shoots 5 for 12 from deep. He really shot 12 threes. That's crazy. Yeah, I just whooped them. The Celtics stink. Yeah, I was telling he should go Luka instead of Steph. I feel like Luka would be more fun. Alright, the Bulls. Somebody played the Bulls, right? You said you played the Bulls yesterday? I'll play one more. For the Nets. Tatum on the Knicks, wow.
Walking down Madison, some things mean more when you used to not have it. I really came from selling CDs in the packages to living out my childhood dreams. Who could imagine this? I know what it's like to be broke, so I'ma cherish this. Born king, hustler, soul running through my heritage.
Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now, New York starting 5. Miller is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Dillon Brooks. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, they've got Tyrese Maxey. Edey out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Thompson, and it's George in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
And Maxey, here we go.
Yeah, Maxey's just unreal.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Maxey against Westbrook. Back to Maxey. High arcing shot.
I say that.
Last touch by Westbrook. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
First quarter of play, a minute in. 6 to shoot. Durant for 3. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you...
He probably stinks.
I think he's taken in his lifetime.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Now here's George. He takes it in.
Game of runs.
It's tipped.
I'm just sent you the clip. If you aren't doing that, it's got to start.
Brooks outside. Fires the three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Maxey against Tatum. Kicks it to George. And there's the screen from downtown.
Yeah.
And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. And finished off by Westbrook.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
For 3, Maxey. Edie. No good that time. Great D that time from Porzingis. For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And a fast break now for the Hawks.
Terrific activity from Paul George. Sticks his long arms in and mucks up the passing lanes.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by 3. And now the Hawks on the break. Back to Maxey. Pass to Durant. Here's Edie. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over.
Got him down that bad. I better send you this.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Miller finds Porzingis.
Yeah, James Harden's probably nice. Someone will play them next. He's saying you gotta trade Curry.
And again, the Knicks missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Thompson. No points yet. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
That's good from Durant. On the assist from Maxey.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
We're just a few games into the new year, Doris. How important is it for a team to start off strong?
I think, BA, it's hugely important. What we've learned historically is that the first 20 games are a good indicator for success. And obviously, you're younger. Can your confidence waver if you get off to a tough start? Veterans can absorb it a little bit better. But to me, those first 20 games are big time important.
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
First free throw is good.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits.
You can go into the added player
in
and
the
see.
offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends.
Having
the
that thing
sky
at the
is
top
the
of the screen
limit.
on.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Carter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. And New York has possession, following the score by Atlanta. And it's Tatum missing. George scanning the floor. Here's the three. Connects from downtown. George has got 6 points.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Here's Tatum. Tatum controls the rebound and the putback.
Tremendous follow by Tatum. You see his instincts as a scorer.
North
He's going to
Carolina's about
find
to win by
different
40.
ways.
I think the spread was 4.
Porter against Maxey. Durant with a screen on Porter. For three, Maxey. Here's Durant. Thompson outside. There's the triple. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And some changes here for New York. Wagner's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Jackson in for Porter Jr. And Williams drops them both. Atlanta leading by 11. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Maxey, here we go. It's George on the wing. Durant with a screen on Tatum. The three, George. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Fast break, here we go. Crafty move. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows.
This guy really just got off? Oh, he's off. You know?
Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
At the line for the Knicks.
You're down 45 points.
At the line for one.
And that one misses. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been very effective. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
They've got Thompson, Paul George out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Maxey, and it's Edey in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Knicks trail by 12. And here's Tatum. Williams, a screen on Thompson. Tatum drives in. Ooh, rocket finish from Tatum.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
There's the drive. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Wagner.
You're doing it in the main.
And for New York, their shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Knocks it down from distance.
Clarkson has always had the ability to find teammates. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Maxey. They get the rebound.
Yeah, Maxey just made this dude.
Pass to Edey. And Watson over to help. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen. The 3 from Thompson. Here's Edey. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Nice move. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. A little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
Dylan Brooks checked in for New York. Westbrook comes in for Williams.
Dylan Brooks.
To the paint. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Maxey against Westbrook. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Horford, he's checked in for the Hawks. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Greg.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Pass to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Wagner. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Hawks. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Tatum against George. Back to Durant. It's George on the wing. He's got 6. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. So for the Hawks, Andre Drummond is checked in for Horford. Vincent comes in for Thompson. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Tyrese Maxey. Porzingis is checked in for New York. Miller comes in for Clarkson. Westbrook against Rozier. Pass to Porzingis.
None of that.
Back to Westbrook.
On the
wing, Tatum.
Layups,
the three ball. The rebound by the Hawks. Up top, Durant. Pounded by Tatum. There's the three. KD splashes the triple.
Boy, Kevin Durant, the quick release and from distance.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 11-point game. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Miller. Hits the trifecta.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
The Hawks lead by 10. Durant with it. Give him 8. Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, yeah, he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Now Horford's checked in for the Hawks. Strus comes in for Paul George. Here's Williams. Horford pulls it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Drummond passes to Strus. Drummond to screen on Brooks. And here's Strus outside. And the three-pointer goes. And the Hawks lead by 15.
This is why Strus is on the floor. His ability to spread you out from deep.
Westbrook with a screen on Strus. Here's Brooks. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Brooks has gotten his first points in this one.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Three-pointer Rozier. And the Hawks with another three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Pass to Vincent. Shot clock at 6. They shoot again. Good. He hits the jumper. Vincent's got his first points of the night.
And this second quarter has been all about the offensive glass, thanks to their high level of activity.
Stolen by Rozier. From deep, Strus. And it's New York with a rebound. Porzingis passes to Westbrook. Now Porzingis. Drummond defending. With the 10-footer.
Yeah, he was actually pretty good.
Porzingis. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night. What if it goes? And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They're getting... All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, everybody.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint. But when you're getting killed from long range, you have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
You know, right now for the Hawks, right now a lot of teams are still figuring things out. Shuffling rotation.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us.
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. They've got Dillon Brooks. Brandon Miller is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Tatum in at the power forward. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Atlanta leading by 14. Now Rozier. Shoots over Westbrook. Tatum with a steal. And now the Knicks on the break by himself. And Tatum flying in for the fast break delivery.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Drummond to screen on Westbrook. Oh, they get a hand on it. 5 to shoot. Pass to Strus. From deep. Porzingis grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now here's Westbrook. Now here's Tatum. Horford covering. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Tatum's got 6 here in the quarter.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, VA. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
From outside the arc, hits the three-pointer. Maxi's got 10.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Westbrook finds Miller. Brooks outside, takes a 3. The rebound by the Hawks. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. George for 3. Offensive rebound. Takes the 3, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Knicks trail by 11. Westbrook, the pass to Brooks. Miller outside. Porzingis surveying the floor. Tatum from long range. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
And Maxi's got the ball here for Atlanta. They led by as many as 18. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Here's Westbrook. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Westbrook, the pass to Tatum. Off the mark there with a 3.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Thompson finds George. Brooks against Durant. Back to Thompson. Pass to George. For 3, Maxey. And it's New York with a rebound. Brooks, right side. And here's Miller. No good there. And George with some nice D. Here's Maxey. He's got 10. Miller pulls it in. Knicks trail by 12. Westbrook outside, and he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And some changes here for New York. Williams is checked in for Jason Tatum. Watson comes in for Brooks. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Miller. Now here's Maxey. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Thompson outside. On the wing, Durant. George, a screen on Williams. Shoots. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 12 points.
Where Kevin Durant has really grown is manipulating pick and roll, making the right read, and this guy just adapts and adjusts so quickly.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. New York making a switch here. Carter's checked in.
Like Porzingis understands, be ready on the.
Maxey surveys. Pass to Durant from the arc. Doesn't go that time.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Clarkson passes to Porzingis. Porzingis sets a screen. Williams from long range. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, Kevin Durant, near impossible to guard in the pick and roll. In that instance, the quick cut off the screen, so pretty.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson to the middle. Porzingis putting his size to work.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Spins. George, right side. Puts up a three. Clarkson grabs a miss. With one on the clock.
Really?
And so it's Atlanta finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right.
Damn.
And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
You guys got to read the ball better. Stay in your stance. Read the ball. All pressure. Everybody talking. Oh.
And when the defense is lacking, Coach Thibodeau will definitely let you know about it.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back at all. And his players respect him for it. He really wants them to improve their effort.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. George out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Edey in at the center. So that's the Hawks 5.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
And Maxey, here we go. Out to Thompson. There's the three. Knocks down the long J. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Tatum. The rebound by Atlanta. Durant looking around. George against Clarkson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Maxey.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here's Tatum. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Team seconds.
Here's Clarkson. Outside, Williams. Back to Clarkson. Tatum passes to Clarkson. Here's Watson. Deflected by Durant.
It's pretty hard to shoot over a 9-foot standing reach. KD send it back.
Inside. Easy money for KD inside.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Tatum. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got rebound number 8 now. Back to Thompson. Pass to George. Here's Edey. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Watson with the rebound.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
JT for 3.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Outside Durant. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Porzingis has checked in for Wagner. Brooks comes in for Watson. Brandon Miller's checked in for Williams. And it's Westbrook.
Did you see the ending
to
that first game today?
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession. Make every chance count.
And they caught it and laid it up.
Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Wow, they're trying to replay right now. So they had a chance to win. Yeah, wow, they threw it the length of the floor with 2.7 on the clock. That's crazy. Or 3.4. Crazy. St. Francis folded.
Durant against Tatum. Outside Durant. Gets an open look and hits it. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half. Knicks trail by 13. To the inside. Here's Brooks. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Durant takes it in. Here's George. Nice D from Tatum.
Big rebound there. Now the question is, can they be better on the boards down the stretch? Remains to be seen.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
The Hawks lead by 9. It's George on the wing. Over Brooks. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Maxey passes to George. He's off on the layup. And it's Westbrook with the ball for New York. Here's Miller. The rebound by Atlanta. Edey's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Releases. Nice touch on the shot from close range. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And Atlanta making a change here. Drummond's checked in.
I fucking hate that. Man, this... Yeah, I hate that.
There's a minute 26 left in the fourth quarter. Atlanta leading by 11. And here's Durant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I mean, defensively, you are just contending with so much when you're checking Kevin Durant. It's not just the length. This guy is one of the most skilled, gifted offensive players in NBA history.
Strus, he's checked in for the Hawks. DiVincenzo comes in for Klay Thompson.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Hawks.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Miller taking 2 shots.
Miller hits them both.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Now the Hawks with it.
Let's hear it,
Outside
Atlanta.
Durant. The 3 ball. He buries it from 3. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one.
25
A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
These interviews
All right,
are
Allie, thank you.
awesome.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Wow, Tatum had 27? Holy shit. That's the L for them now.
If you want to make the news, buy me some jewels that'll break my rules. On front page, see you. Page 6, call me for the interview. But can you look afford my view? Only bad ones in my crew. And you know that I'll ride into. Then plus me, plus you, plus you. Catch a flight for the weekend, and I was thinking Mallorca could be real cute. I was born kind of spoiled and rude, and there's not much that I can do. So, what's that? Better fix your face a step. Better get everything I want. And I know you're gonna really give it up, cause breaking news. You gon' make that noise. Breaking news. You gon' make that noise. Breaking news. Make that news. You gon' make that noise. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Anywhere in the night. Text me and I just might. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Come around the night.
Yeah, Carlton Carrington. I'm looking at him right now. Who is that? Yeah, he's 19 years old. That's crazy. He's a 79 overall. Carlton, wow. 19, that's crazy. Damn.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Mad money popping out the register. It's going up hot summer in this metaverse. Bankroll. I am the spender. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight. Tricks of the trade. You got the power. Let me show you the way.
Get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Buddha's going down. Health is wealth, never find me clowning. Thought I'd be on top, but I'm drowning. Swimming in coins, Italian fountain. Mine's going up, your account is bouncing. I keep the lucky cat pouncing. My Nicky Necko ain't frowning. Keychain, piggy bank, I'm surrounded. Even if you poor, you rich. If your mind right, promissory note, get your grind tight. If you see the money, then you see the light. I'll be blowing through it at the speed of light. Growing like stalactites. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight. Tricks of the
Yeah,
trade.
dude, he kind of sucks.
The power, let me show you the way.
Get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna.
Yeah, he sucks having his shit be so fast. It fucks up everybody else's too.
I was wondering, Beku que si fefe. What is on your mind? I'm just waiting for you to tell me, baby. Heal my bed, so I know I'm on your mind. One more time.
Yeah, that's booty. Only gonna get better though. I'm gonna hop off though. What? Seven. 6. What? Not horrible. Like 30%, a little less. It's not good, but yeah, well, yeah, if we carry this.
Waiting for your touch so very much that I know when you're around me. The way you make me feel, the way your love is real. Oh no, no, my darling, me, my darling. It touched my bed,
yeah.
so I know that I got you.
Well, see what the youngest guy on my team is first. Alright, I'll talk to you.